No, don't worry. Apologies, Lily. Let's go on to the weather, shall we, instead? We had a taste of spring yesterday, but you took it away from us today. You grabbed it away, didn't you?
I know, Greg. It's never really good news weather-wise, is it, with me? We've actually got something a bit colder and unsettled on the way, I'm afraid. Now, the reason for that's all to do with the jet stream, which you can see on my map here. That's the white arrows. And the jet stream, you can think of that basically as we've been in this relatively mild air with some calm weather conditions. But look what happens as we head throughout the week. Friday.
And Lily, it's not been that cold considering it's February.
No, yeah, exactly. It's important to preface this is relatively colder air, so it's not going to be Arctic. And we've actually had a pretty mild February, above average temperatures, so you are right there. And we're on track for our mildest ever February, would you believe? So this is the record. That was in 1990. Average temperatures in Jersey were about 9.5 degrees and in Guernsey similar, about 9 degrees. So we're on track to exceed that or maybe equal it, but we'll have to wait until the end of the month to find out on that one. So leave you with that cliffhanger there. But in the meantime, we've got the forecast for the next few days. Here's your weather now. So yes, it has been fairly mild, in fact, today. We did have a lovely sunrise as well, first thing in Grouville. Thank you, Nikki, for sending that one in. But it wasn't long before the cloud and the grey weather crept in. Later on in the morning, the sun was actually struggling to peek through those clouds at all. Another lovely shot in St Aubin. Thank you, Cornelius, for that one. And we are going to keep the cloud cover as we head into tomorrow. Probably a bit less of a murky day. We won't see so much in the way of fog, but there could still be a bit of mist lingering around. It will be fairly windy as well, too, to start. Those winds should tend to ease throughout the afternoon, and we've got some more rainfall and wet weather on its way as well. Back to the here and now then. This evening, those winds are going to ramp up to around a force 4 to force 5, coming from the southerly direction. We'll start off with some mist and fog, but that will tend to clear. We could get some drier spells as we're heading towards dawn. Now, temperatures, actually minimums as high as 9 or 10 degrees, so really mild overnight. Actually not too different to the daytime temperature we're expecting tomorrow. So it will be a grey and dreary start on Thursday. Breezy in those force 5 winds. They're going to veer northwards as well, and it's going to be wet too. Plenty of persistent rain. It is definitely a day for the waterproofs and the umbrella. Temperatures, we've got maximums of 10 degrees across our islands, so just a touchdown on what they were today. But actually, in among that rain and the biting winds, probably going to feel quite a bit chillier. Let's get our times of high water then. Between 9 AM and 9:40 roughly. Later on in the day, between around 9:15 and 10 to 10. Sea temperature there at 9.3 degrees Celsius. So as we head towards the end of the week, it's not the best news if you prefer the drier weather. After the persistent rain on Thursday, well, we've got some heavier downpours and showers coming our way on Friday. Perhaps, if we're lucky, a few bright spells between that, but not many, to be honest. And the winds also are going to be picking up too. So looking at our outlook, we're keeping the grey clouds, the rainy weather and those winds picking up, with temperatures a little cooler over the weekend. Hello there, very good afternoon. Well, it has been a rather dreary and gloomy day so far. The sun was really struggling to peek through those clouds in St Aubin earlier. And probably more cloud than we saw yesterday, as well as some mist and hill fog at times throughout the day. That's probably going to clear away by tomorrow, but we'll keep the cloud. Some drizzle and rain today too, getting heavier as we go into tomorrow. So back to the here and now. Winds are light from a southerly direction. Yes, we're going to see the patchy rain and drizzle, and as well that mist and hill fog probably isn't really going to clear until we get towards later in the evening. And it's going to be worse than the likes of Guernsey and Alderney too. Highs of 11 degrees. So heading into tonight, we will keep the rain and the fog at first. As we pass midnight, that should tend to clear. We will get some drier spells. Minimum temperature is actually quite mild at 9 or 10 degrees. Tomorrow then, the rain will arrive and it will be persistent, heavy at times. Definitely a day for waterproofs or an umbrella, and breezy too. Winds up to a force 4 or even a force 5 with highs of 10 degrees.